Going live. Hangout is live. Tom Duty, middle-aged American. I'm with Adam Strom. Hola, Adam.
Hola, Tom.
Living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search from my site. Okay, Adam and I are doing this weekly. We've sort of had a pledge to keep it on Fridays with vacation or summer activities. We've had the schedule slip a little bit. So here we are midweek, and I listened to the last one, and I've prepped Adam to talk about credit score. So the way our conversation went last time was kind of this appropriate, natural thing that we're trying to have on this talk. However, I think the casual tone left us underemphasizing an important feature that Adam's going to talk about now. Dígame, Adam.
Okay, if I recall the last time, we spoke about how the new FICO I-9 scoring system helps our clients.
Exacto.
It helps because, well, let me start with how it helps, and then I'll mention the damage part. It helps our clients because it counts settled accounts as paid accounts, which means that people's credit scores will recuperate faster than they used to. However, what I'm not sure was made clear enough in our last talk was that when you enroll in a debt settlement program like ours is, you definitely during the set, it's one of those two steps forward, one step back deals. If you don't take the step backwards and allow your credit to go bad for the short period of time that allows, there is no way that you're ever going to get ahead of yourself in the future. I hope that makes it clearer.
It does, except I don't like your use of the phrase two steps forward, one step back. You actually take a step back in credit temporarily, but you're immediately taking steps forward to paying your debt.
Well, that is true. But you do have to deal with collection calls. You do have to deal with a low credit score while in the program. Those are two steps back, but the step forward allows you to have no monkey on your back whatsoever. It allows you to emerge with a decent credit score, restored sense of credit where you don't have anybody chasing you for payments every month, and you're not dealing with the high mega interest rates eating up money that's best used for yourself or your family in the future.
Okay, Adam, yes, I know what you're talking about, but would you, my thinking about debt, and perhaps it's just a matter of wording, if people are current on debt, well, that debt is expensive. If a bank says, hey, this account's in great standing, that debt is at full price. As soon as they go delinquent, the value of that debt goes down. So if they, instead of paying their creditors, pay to an escrow account in their name, on their first delinquency that is created by not paying the creditor and instead paying in the escrow account, that is an immediate step forward in paying their debt. It's not realized yet, but it is certainly not a step backward. It's an immediate step forward, as I see
financially, financially, it is, in fact, an immediate step forward.
Okay, so what is different in what you're saying and what I'm hearing? Why does it sound different? Why are you using the step backward thing? Because I hate the phrase and I think it's wrong.
I understand your point. But again, I deal with clients every day, and the clients I deal with are the ones we spoke of in previous chats. And they're the ones that were taught from a very young age, you pay your bills on time or the world comes to an end. When they start getting these collection calls, they panic as though the world is collapsing around them. So for them, not financially, but emotionally, it is a step back.
All right, Adam, let me try to reconcile. I think it's just a difference in our words, the way we're saying it.
I think you're correct.
So what I'm hearing, though, is two things. One is an entrepreneur, a business leader, a manager, a founding partner of this service center. who's being more careful than his middle-aged receptionist.
That's exactly what you're hearing.
Right. My risk as middle-aged receptionist, if your business crashes and burns, my risk is nada. Yours is large. So you have to be more careful. So that's part of what's happening. Now, the other part is the certainly you agree if you do a financial calculation, as soon as they go delinquent, in theory, the amount that they owe is immediately less. But however, that is theory. It's not yet realized until they get their first settlement letter. This is correct.
That is very, very correct, yes.
Okay, so in theory, they take an immediate step forward. In the client's experience, since you're linked to them during this time, oh God, they still say I owe the full amount. I'm getting collecting calls. I'm not paying them directly. It's going into an escrow account. Guys like Adam and this middle-aged receptionist guy in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel, people like this, if I were to listen to them, tell me I've actually made a step forward, but I really feel like it's backwards.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Then there is no difference. It's a matter of client experience versus a theoretical calculation of the debt.
All right. At Financial Rescuers, which is my exclusively owned company, at Financial Rescuers, we deal with the client's emotional state as much as we deal with their financial state.
The Dr. Phil
Debt is an extremely emotional thing. And for those who know your YouTube channel, they can go and listen to the emotion come out of a woman that you had 3 calls with. They're all on your YouTube channel. And easily findable to see what I'm talking about. I mean, the woman threatened everything about you simply because you told her that you know she's in debt.
Yeah, but
I wanted to help her.
I remember that. I was telemarketing, and I not only remember that one, but I remember that you've used it.
I forget her name, but it's Somebody Is Angry.
Sherry.
Sherry, that's it. Sherry is Angry.
It's very it's one of my most popular.
Yes, and Sherry was incredibly angry at you for simply calling to offer help.
Right, right. So your point is that
that's what we deal with on a daily basis, are people like Sherry. They're angry because they thought joining this program would make the debt go away the minute they signed their contract, which is not how it works. Even though it was explained to them in great detail, they still don't get it until they actually see the results. And those results are usually realized 6 months to a year after they join the program. The debt has to be delinquent for a while for the value to go down to where we need it to be to settle at what we tell clients we can settle at.
All right. All right. Moving on. So do you want to say any more about this? Let me just explain why I talked about a credit score. Last time we talked on a credit card debt talk, you talked about this FICO score and the change in the rules, and it sort of sounded like it canceled this temporary problem of credit score. Now, that is not true. Do you feel you've sufficiently corrected yourself? I don't think you needed to correct yourself. Do you think you sufficiently clarified?
I would hope so. Again, it does help you recover faster once your program is complete. It does not help you avoid the collapse of credit that you will have while enrolled in the program.
Okay. Okay. So the change in the score says that if you pay your debt either a full amount or a less than full amount, it doesn't matter. What matters is that the company you're in debt to has accepted a settlement and regarded it as full, whether you got there by paying the full amount or whether you got there by paying a less than full amount. As far as the new credit scores go, new rules of credit scoring, that's now irrelevant. However, in this temporary crash of credit that they get when they enroll in your program, that is unchanged.
Correct. The temporary collapse of credit is not changed. You must give up your good credit if you have good credit. Most people in debt don't have good credit.
They just think they do because they're current.
Right. Being current does not mean you have good credit.
Right.
It may, but it doesn't always mean that.
Yeah. All right,
as
Adam,
Sherry so vividly pointed out.
if you have time, I want to go back to Paula because we also talked about her last time, but we're already 11 minutes. I said we'd cut at 10. Do you want to cover
We can
Paula?
go 5 more.
All right. So I asked you about a call that I took as your middle-aged receptionist when I was on vacation, and it was Paula, and you said it was a routine customer service call, and I accepted it, though I sort of know it wasn't. So Paula used the word frustrated. I got the sense she wasn't reaching someone in your company, and she sounded a little panicked. Now, I looked for that voicemail before this call, and I'd hoped to play it again, and I didn't. But anyways, so your answer to me, Tom, that was a routine customer service, that kind of doesn't work. So do you remember more detail now, or should we revisit it next time?
Let's revisit it next time because I don't have the detail, but I will reiterate, because I do remember the circumstance, that it was, in fact, a normal customer service call for our center. Again, that's the emotion that I talk about that people have.
Okay.
They're asking the question, you know, they've paid $700 into escrow and they think they're... Hello?
So in other words, Adam, she was a new client.
Not new, but she's been in a few months. Not long enough to have her debts completely settled yet.
Does she have anything settled?
I believe we settled one. It's in a payment plan. It's going to take months before it's complete.
Okay. All right. So anyway, she hasn't called me again. I am satisfied with this conversation.
Well, we did rectify what she wanted to know. We called her back and soothed her, explained, pointed things out to her that made her feel a lot better about what was going on.
Okay. All right. That's all I wanted to cover, Adam. Do you have anything to add? Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. And I do have an important call from a family member coming through.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. You can drop, Adam. I'll do. Adam is ciao, amigo. Adam is a founding partner of My Financial Rescuers. He is partnered with an attorney who is in Philadelphia. The attorney is both a partner of the marketing company, and the attorney is also retained by the company. That is legal. So a lawyer is available if needed, and a network of lawyers is available if needed to cover the entire country. So the lawyer is licensed in a couple of states, and the network covers all the other states where Adam and his partner, George Tadros, do business. It's called My Financial Rescuers. Our number is 866-516-1985. This title I've given myself, Middle-Aged Receptionist, is my attempt to be clever. It is also factually correct. I am exactly that, a receptionist, meaning I answer 866-516-1985 between the hours of 9 and 11, New York, New Jersey time, Monday through Thursday. Adam is a generous and kind boss, and he gives me Fridays off. So I answer that 866-516-1985. I'll repeat it again because I messed it up. 866-516-1985. I answer that number 9 to 11 Monday through Thursday. The Adams settlement office, what is he called it? The processing center employs a handful of people. He's the boss. He's the managing partner, and he employs about, I think, 5 people. I can name 4 of them now, 5, 6, including Adam and one other person. So they are in Pacific time, even though Arizona is Mountain time. They don't change their clocks in the summer, so effectively they're in Pacific time. So it gets, in order to get the phone answered at 9 o'clock in the morning, people in the desert of Arizona have to get up very early. So that's why I do this for Adam. It's very easy for me. It takes more effort to do it from the desert. Adam's contact information is also attached to this vid and website. he was pleased to announce last time we talked on one of these credit card debt calls that the website is active. I haven't tested that myself. I will. And his address is astrom@myfinancialrescuers.com. And the website is financialrescuers.com. Now, My Financial Rescuers also works. Info is in the contact area of this, in the info area of this video. This has been Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, or restful night's sleep. Ciao.